Hi everyone, this is John from Civil Center. Welcome to our channel. As we know, Civil Center is continuously working with the vision to guide civil engineering student and professional. And for that, we keep making videos on different topics and on different software related to civil engineering field. So today I am here with a new topic that is BIM, which is Building Information Modeling. Now, before jumping to what is Building Information Modeling, I would like to ask a few questions from you. Like, have you been to any construction site? Do you know who are the people who are involved in the construction site? If yes, then you can just leave your comment in the comment section. And if you like this video, then hit the like button and share it with your friends and colleagues. Now, if you know what is the construction process and how many people are involved in it, then you must have heard a few names. Like, apart from the laborers and the masons, there are a lot of people involved, and these are the basically technical peoples, like the architectures, designers, that means the structural designers. Then we have the structural detailers. Then we have some people from the procurement team who are supplying the materials, and then there are contractors who are like taking up the contract to execute the work, and then there is a site engineer to monitor all the construction activities. Apart from that, we have like a separate contractor from the form work and everything. So there are a lot of people involved in it. Now, I am going to take up a small example of a construction project where I am going to discuss who are the people involved. Like, suppose you are in a construction project, then first person who involved will be the client. So here is our client. Suppose his name is Ram. Okay, so Ram is willing to make a house. So he is planning to construct a house and he has already purchased the land. Then where he will go? He will go to an architect where he will get his plot plan. That means the like a plan of the building will be made by the architect. Then the architect can also like prepare the 3D model. That means he can design the interior and the exterior of the building. Now, when the plan is ready, then Ram will go to a structural engineer, and that structural engineer will design the building. Now, that building, if it is a small building, then well and good. If it is a high-rise building, then what? Like, suppose Ram is working on a G plus 10 building where some of the floors are like for different kind of shops, and some of the floors are for the malls. Okay, so he is going for a commercial building. Then the structural designer will design the building and then give him the structural drawing. Now, that structural drawing will go to the structural detailer where he will do the detailing of each and every structural members, and that will help Ram to save the cost of the project. That means that will remarkably reduce the cost of the project. So Ram is going step by step and he is following everything that he should do. Now, everything is ready, all the drawings are ready. Now he has to execute the work. So he will go to a surveyor, and the surveyor will just take up the survey and like mark the coordinates for the footing, and then the construction will start. Now there is a contractor who is taking the contract of the project of Ram, and he is like taking care of all the activities over there. But the contractor will not physically present over there, and he will put a site engineer to monitor the activities. Then they will go for the formwork, a supplier who will supply the formworks. Okay, now the project of Ram has started, and suddenly Ram is like making some changes in his plan. Okay, or suppose the because of some undesired reason, the project is getting delayed now. So you can see, if it is a multi-story project and these many people are involved, then there must be a person who is taking care of the construction and the planning management. So that person is planning the whole project, and he is taking care that okay, if everything should like be completed on the time, and if the project is being delayed, then that will cost something extra to run. And if anyone is like a planner, the construction planner, then he will not let it happen. So suppose there is some kind of accident on the site, and because of that, in the case 6 days of the works was not done. So now the project is delayed by 6 days. Now such things can happen on the site, but we have a particular duration that okay, if Ram is taking up some equipments on the rent, or you can say some machineries on the rents, then he will have to pay extra money whether the work is going to be completed on time or not. Okay, so if the project will get delayed, then he will have to pay the extra money. That's a simple point. So the planner will do one thing. He will reschedule the whole program. Now, if he is rescheduling the whole program, how it is going to happen? So each such information is like processed precisely so that the project can be completed on the time. And here plays the role uh, of a BIM software. So BIM is not basically a software, it is a process. Okay, so building information modeling. That means in this process, we are going to plan the whole project. Now, this was one example. Another example can be like suppose Ram is willing to make some changes in the plan. Now, if the architect will change the plan, then similarly the structural engineer will also have to change the design. That is a possibility. And if the design is changed, then the structural detailer will have to just do the detailing again, because the reinforcement and the sizes of the structural members can be changed. And simultaneously, the project engineer, or you can say the site engineer, is also will have to execute the work accordingly. Now, if the Ram will just make a call to like architect, then he will make a call to a structural designer, then he will make a call to a structural detailer. So it will take up a lot of time. So the BIM process comes into role where every information is going to be like passed on to the next person immediately after the change. Okay, so every one of this project, like all of them who are involved in the project, they are going to just make the changes, and that changed model will go to the next person immediately, and he can start to work and give out the results. Okay, so I guess you have a rough idea of what is BIM. Now we are going to have a look at the definition of BIM. So what is BIM? With BIM, that is Building Information Modeling Technology, one or more accurate virtual models of a building are constructed digitally. They support design through its phases, allowing better analysis and control than manual process. When completed, these computer-generated models contain precise geometry and data needed to support the construction, fabrication, and procurement activities through which the building is realized. This definition of building information modeling in the handbook of BIM encompasses a lot, starting from technology to embracing the whole construction process. Okay, so basically this definition is just like a precise sentence of what I have explained in the last few minutes. Now we are going to learn more about it. So building information modeling means the automation of the use of information. Creation of the information became automated already when the CAD software arrived. CAD means the softwares where we are going to draft everything. So when it arrived, everything like started to be working on the automated mode. Now, from the software, BIM asks for accuracy and capability to handle lots of information, and in practice also compatibility with other solutions, as otherwise achieving a collaborative workflow would be challenging at best. Tekla has chosen Open BIM and constructible models as we want to make the good BIM workflows achievable for our customers. That means if you are using the BIM technology, then you can simply pass on the information, and that will go immediately and with accuracy. Now the question is why BIM? Like that means why it is important. Then the user list may benefit with BIM. So this is the example of a company like the Shanka and the Buttermellow who have reported the benefits for the scheduling, estimation, and risk analysis more collaborative process, and better facility management. Now let's understand this. Okay, so if you are using a BIM software, then you can schedule any project in a better way. You can do the correct estimation of that, and you can analyze the risks and reschedule your project, and you can also just like decrease the chances of the risk. Okay, now it is a more collaborative process, so all the people engaged in the like whole construction activity can collaborate with each other, and it can like facilitate the management in a better way. Okay, that means the information is being passed on to each and every individual involved in the project immediately, and now is the era of information. Now time is money, and we have to work accordingly. Okay, now the next thing that is over here is that Tekla is involved in the this, and the Tekla structures that I am guiding you in the previous videos, and that I have already started a series on the YouTube. So over there, that is also a BIM software. So we are going to work on the Tekla structures, and that series will continue. So don't worry about that. Now, one more thing that is important over here, that all the 3D modeling softwares that contains the visual 3D data but no object attributes, that means the object like properties, or those that allow changes to the dimension in one view but do not automatically reflect those changes in other views, those are not BIM software. So you can see there are a lot of 3D modeling software also, and if you are making changes in some view, then it will not reflect in another view. But in the BIM software, this will not happen. Like if you are working in the Tekla structures, or if you are working in Revit, then if you are making changes at any point of time at any particular place, then it will automatically reflect to next portion, and even if you are changing the view, then it will automatically reflect over there. So guys, now I think that you have a decent idea of what is BIM and what's the role of Tekla structures in it, and what are the different scopes of Tekla structures that I am going to discuss in the next video. Till then, stay tuned with the Civil Center channel, and we will see you in the next video. And if you have anything in particular to ask, then you can simply leave your comment in the comment section. And if you want to start your career as a building consultant, then there is a free webinar in the description box. Go ahead, check it out, and we will see you in the strategy session. Thank you.